Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru, and today we're talking about Walworth County, Wisconsin. And we're talking about these new flood maps that are going into place. Today we're going to be discussing when is it happening, the good, the bad, the ugly. Can you fight these changes? And what are your flood insurance options? When is all this happening? Well, these new maps went into place on April 6, 2022. The good. These are people that may have been in the high-risk areas, also known as special flood hazard areas, maybe a flood zone A, possibly even AE. Now, these are people that may be being moved to flood zone X, so you're going from a required to a non-required. That's great news. That could possibly help your property value now that flood insurance will no longer be required. Now, it's still recommended to carry flood insurance in these areas because almost 30% of flood claims come out of non-required areas. Now let's talk about the bad. These are properties that might be going from flood zone X, where it wasn't required, now it's being required. You may be moving into a flood zone A or a flood zone AE even. Now let's talk about the ugly, and these are people that are going from high-risk flood zones to maybe high risk. We're particularly talking about here going from flood zone A to flood zone AE. Now, what about fighting it? Can you fight these changes? You absolutely can. We help people with that every day here at the Flood Insurance Guru through a process called Letter of Map Amendment, where you dispute with FEMA whether you should be in that high-risk flood hazard area or not. What about flood insurance options? You have two options. You have the National Flood Insurance Program and you have private flood insurance. Now, it's important to understand, even with Risk Rating 2.0, the new FEMA program still has newly mapped rates. These are special rates for people being moved from a non-required area to a required area the first 12 months. And of course, private flood insurance, you've got about 20 different options there. So that can be very beneficial for you. So if you've got questions about all these changes coming to Walworth County, Wisconsin, click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risk like this right here and your flood insurance. Thank you.